Prime Minister Keir Starmer has admitted that he wouldn't want to live next to an asylum hotel. He says that he wants to shut them down in an orderly way and acknowledge that the 2029 target for getting rid of them needs to be brought forward. This is what he had to say during a BBC Radio 5 live interview.
Who is an asylum hotel? How would you feel if it was a hotel at the end of your road? If your daughter was having to walk past one of these hotels every day, how would that make you feel?
I completely get it. I mean, local people, by and large, do not want these hotels in their towns, in their place, and nor do I.
How do you think people in the UK are feeling when they hear something like that from the Prime Minister?
I think, and I can't speak for other people, but what I think is that he's an absolute total hypocrite.
Yeah.
Now, not two-tier karma, but lying karma, because he has had this in his power to stop this. Look what happened when President Trump came into office. At the southern border, actually no illegal crossings. Those boats should be sent back. Where is the British Navy? Where is the Great British Army? On the beaches, stop them, repel them. And also, it's very, very simple. Tomorrow, stop all the benefits. It's this pull factor. They're coming all the way from Somalia. Why don't they stop in France? Why don't they stop in Germany? Why don't they stop in Italy and other countries? They're making it the whole way to the UK because of the pull factor of the amount of benefits that are provided to them. These 4-star hotels, free meals, video games, and a cell phone given to them.
Yeah,
mobile phone.
Speaking of those benefits, tech billionaire Elon Musk has blasted the UK government in a social media rant after it was revealed that asylum seekers were given new £300,000 homes. Now, this decision to house those waiting for their claims to be processed were given 3-bedroom contemporary townhouses in Suffolk, and that has also sparked plenty of outrage, Hilary.
Oh, absolutely. And the local people there, Gabriella, said they were kept totally in the dark. I'll give Elon Musk immense amount of credit for bringing this to light. The local people there really just didn't have a clue. And you think about it, there are an estimated 1.2 Brits on national housing lists that can't get houses, that are tax-paying citizens, that are working in the UK, that have been born there, and they can't get their first houses. And to see these houses just given to people that have broken the law in the first place and to have their cases heard, they've broken the law. Do it the legal way, just like immigrants have for centuries.
Well said. Look, I think it comes as no surprise that right now right-wing parties across Europe are leading the polls, not just in the UK, but countries including France and Germany have seen right-wing parties surge in popularity, particularly over immigration policies and high inflation that's being reported in the Wall Street Journal. Hilary, I suspect that this is going to continue.
Well, yes, and actually I take umbrage, and it's not you, Gabriella, it's over the world. There's this connotation or this labeling of right-wing parties as if there's something so extreme. I think it's centrist,
Great.
Actually, to want your nation to be, for your people that are born there, to want to have law and order, and to want to have benefits given to those that are paid into the system and pay their taxes versus those that come and basically are stealing and invading. Why is that considered right-wing? I don't understand why that should be considered right-wing. Now, you're absolutely right. Now, there are some countries which already have, in quotes, I'll quote in quotes, right-wing governments, and that would be the Netherlands, definitely Finland now. And I believe France is leaning that way. Marine Le Pen has this new up-and-coming from Italy already is. And I think that you're seeing a wave across Europe. And I think of the 27 countries, look at Poland, for example. Poland doesn't accept any illegals, and it is safe to walk the streets there at night, and they have one of the lowest crime rates in Europe, Gabriella.
Look, Hilary, the director of Harry Potter 1 and 2, Chris Columbus, has cast doubt over a cast reunion, suggesting that it's because he doesn't agree with J.K. Rowling's position on trans issues. He's labelled her views around gender unfortunate, and that he suggested he just doesn't agree with them. J.K. Rowling has responded to this in a post saying, "As another man who once worked with me declares himself saddened by my beliefs on gender and sex, I thought it might be useful to compile a list of handy references. Which of the following do you imagine makes actors and directors who aren't involved with the HBO reboot of Harry Potter so miserable? Is it my belief that women and girls should have their own public changing rooms and bathrooms, that women should retain female-only rape crisis centres, that men don't belong in women's sports, that female prisoners shouldn't be incarcerated with violent men and male sex offenders, that women should remain in a protected class in law because they have sex-specific needs and issues issues, that language should reflect reality rather than ideological jargon, especially in a medical context. And it goes on, and she also references that the freedom of speech and the the freedom of speech and belief are essential to a pluralistic democratic society. It goes on, but she makes an excellent point, just calling out how outrageous this is from Chris Columbus.
Oh, yeah, it is. And I think also, don't forget, how did he make his money? How did the entire cast, and by the way, many members of the cast have actually sided with her previously and have made that public. But how on earth, Gabriella, do they make their money? If it wasn't for J.K. Rowling and the Harry Potter movies, they wouldn't have made all that money. So I think that that's actually extremely sad. And again, yet again, people should be able to do whatever they want in their bedrooms. And if people have, a condition where they think they're a different gender, and if they keep it very private, and they want to, I just think what people want to do privately, but then to impose it on other people. And like you said, quoted her there, to impose different genders being in different bathrooms, making people uncomfortable, and particularly take umbrage to sports like in the Olympics when that young Italian girl had her nose knocked out of joint. I think it's very wrong. And I actually admire J.K. Rowling for standing up for what she believes in.
Me too. Hilary Fordwich, thank you so much for your time. It was great to speak to you again.
Pleasure.